Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Eddie's Heart Paradise. Behind me here, Michael's 1979 Pontiac Trans Am. And today I wanted to give it its own spotlight for today. I've only showed the car off once on the channel before, and it was over a year ago. So I figured, why not revisit the Trans Am, get to check it out a bit more, figure out some future plans for the car, because I don't want to let it sit, and then it eventually, doesn't get touched. I personally would like to save vehicles around here from just sitting. So, without further ado, let's jump into checking out the Trans Am. Here's the front fascia of the Trans Am, and this is actually fiberglass nose cone. Missing the Pontiac badge. That's a little sad, but at least this part of the badge is still here. As you guys know, it's got the signature kind of front here with the fog lights, I would assume, or turn signals. I'm not really too sure. You got your really cool vents. I like this. And then your quad headlights. Your four headlights here. Your four headlights here. This is the signature Firebird / Trans Am look. And if you guys are wondering, this is a real Trans Am. This is not a replica hood. This is not a replica car. This is an actual Trans Am car. Now, this Trans Am is really cool. This is the only Trans Am on the car. That's the Firebird. That's the Trans Am. And they are both blue. I'm not sure if they're the same shade of blue. But if we buff this, the paint will turn out wickedly shiny and awesome. Now, here's where your marker lights are. And actually, these are real snowflake wheels. I'm assuming these are 15-inch diameter snowflake wheels. And if we take a look, it has the bird on the little, center cap. It's got your cool, TA, it's got the cool classic tire lettering. And I want to save this car. The engine from that Firebird is going into this Trans Am. One of these days, I want to talk to my uncle and see if I could actually have this car, if he'll give it to me, if I help him work on the 64 here. And honestly, it's in very good condition. It was never driven. It was bought by my Uncle Mark as a parts car. I think this was my uncle's graduation gift. He drove that in high school, as well as a 69 Dodge Dart 4-door. And it's got the classic ducktail Trans Am style wing. It is missing the Trans Am decals. I'm pretty sure it never had the Trans Am decals from the factory, or I'm not sure if this actually had the decals. It probably did from the factory, and then they got taken off for some reason. And if you guys want to know where your fuel filter or filler is, it's right there. Ain't that clever? From I think the 60s to the 70s they did that. I just want to restore this car. It's not going to take much. It's going to take an engine and transmission swap out of the Firebird, and then I might do something with it if Uncle gives it to me. I'm not sure if I could get into the car at this point in time. I'd have to break some branches, but honestly, it's a really cool car. Like I said, these are missing these snowflake wheels in the rear. That's going to be hard to find the actual factory snowflake wheels, because it's just got the white walls in the rear end. I think it's a different... This is the rear end actually out of the 76 Firebird. This one has the same wheels as up in front, but it's, again, missing the snowflake wheels in the back here. And funny enough, it's got your signature Firebird exhaust pipes. That is my favorite thing about the Trans Am and the Firebird, is these exhaust pipes. Overall, if we can see into the interior, it is not too bad. It's a great car. Alright, so we came over to this side and notice I can actually open the door. It might be... Oh, it's locked. Well, that is one thing, that stuff should not be locked around here. Unless it's something to do with the door down here. Oh, it's just as squeaky as the... Okay. So, looking at the interior, it is not so bad. There's your factory center console. And look at that. Original Trans Am shaker hood. I believe that's what it's called. I just wanted to get in here and try and show you guys how cool the interior actually is. I cannot climb in it, but if we take a look, you zoom in, that's your factory gauge cluster. It is an automatic, but you can still have fun with automatic cars. I do have fun with my truck. It's automatic as well. There's your factory headliner, I do believe. Back seats, seat belts look amazing. They're a little rusty, but that's fine. There's some spiders in here, but hey, that is fine. There's your back seat. Honestly, I am actually very pleased with how many original parts are on the Trans Am here. This is my favorite part. There's some other parts to the Trans Am, I think. But honestly, it's a clean car. I hope I get to actually work on this car. It's the nicest car here that's just sitting. So I think for safety, I'm going to close the Firebird back up. Make sure I don't break anything or have a branch stuck in there. But I am very happy I got to dive into the interior on this car because I never looked at it. Another favorite thing, mirrors. Actual Trans Am vents. Yeah, that's... So, the major plan is, you know, I've said it before, take the transmission and the engine out of the Firebird there, Uncle's old high school car, and put it in here. And the shaker hood, I believe that's what it's supposed to be called. If I'm wrong, you Pontiac guys can let me know in the comments below. If I dive in here, most of the stuff is still there. I believe that might be a part. There is some... I think that's an air cleaner down there. I'm not too sure. A hood bracing, or no, this is just one of Uncle's bungee cords to keep the hood closed. You can see all sorts of parts, suspension, whatever that is, master cylinder, all that. The car is extremely good under here, like frame, all that. Honestly, like, this, I reckon, will be one of the fan favorite cars to get redone around here. And I want to do this. Like, this would be an awesome present to do for my uncle. Is swap motor and transmission, buff and shine the paint up for him, and give it to him as a birthday present. I think that would be the best thing to do as a nephew to give this back to him. Because I don't think he ever got to drive this or enjoy this car. So I think that is an awesome plan to do for my uncle. Alright, so a little bit more about this front fascia here. This front end was, I believe, 1979. That's correct, 1979 to 1981. Then they switched to the whole 82, I think, second generation body style. But man, nothing beats seeing the quad headlights, the Pontiac badge, the hood scoop there, and nothing beats a Trans Am, man. Like, this is the best car on the farm. Like, it is, well, and the little, like, flares here, that's another favorite thing about this car. Like, I love these flares. They make the car look so damn cool, so unique. I can't stress enough the Trans Am wheels. These things are so cool. These are just the best wheels that Pontiac ever made. Like, honestly, the body lines, no form of, I believe, rust on this thing. The suspension, The vents, those, I love Firebirds. I'm a GM and a Chrysler guy, like, you guys know that, and they have the ones there. They're a little smaller, and honestly, this car is just amazing. And the wing is fiberglass. The front and rear bumpers are fiberglass. So there's a decent amount of fiberglass on this car. And the taillights, these are classic Firebird taillights. Nothing beats these taillights. This would be a fun thing to restore and give back to my uncle. There's where you would, I believe, mount your license plate. And then you could just, fuel door. And I love the bird emblem here and on the front wheels. This car is in way better condition than the Firebird. There's too much rust on that. It's either the farm bird or the rust bird. But honestly, this Trans Am is my favorite. I'm gawking too much about this car, but can you really blame me? Like, it's just oxidized paint. Honestly, this is a way better car than the first look. There was a couple different engines. The 350, I believe, is what's in that one. I think there's the Olds engine you could get, and then another one, which I've forgotten. But honestly, I love this thing. Just the way that nose cone is, the way the body lines roll off, the wheels, the little flares, everything about a Trans Am. You guys don't love Trans Ams, and if you get one, you might be a Trans Am guy just like me. So that is going to wrap it up for checking out the Trans Am today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did checking out the Trans Am. I never got to see the interior, and man, is it good. You got your center console, the piece for the hood there, the scooper, whatever. I keep forgetting the name for it. I do apologize. But man, can this get any cooler than having a Trans Am? I don't think it can. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and you might see this car in the future.